there is Hypnodisc.
3.
Nothing covert about that. And Stealth. This is a great match here. Two very impressive looking robots, and Hypnodisc is just about the best we've seen so far, I think, in this series of Robot Wars with that greatly powerful blade. Something came off Stealth straight at the start there. I think it might have been a nut or a bolt only. Can they get in with the flipper? Have they realised that underneath Hypnodisc, grinding away 600 reps per minute on that great disc at the front. Again coming in on the attack on Stealth. Oh, just flipping it around, and look at the back blade of Stealth. Immediately knocked to one side and buckled. Matilda thinking twice about attacking Hypnodisc. Well, look at this. Jumped up in the air, Hypnodisc with the blade of Stealth completely flying off. Off goes the blade of Stealth. Hypnodisc flown up into the air. Bits and pieces flying around the arena floor like a great bucking bronco. Hypnodisc back and together in one piece, unlike Stealth. That's another piece that's flown off from somewhere. Debris all over the arena floor. Look at the damage there to Stealth again from Hypnodisc. This is wonderful stuff. Matilda again retreating into the CPZ, and wisely so. Oh, Stealth, there's hardly anything left now. Down to bare bones. Groggy, reeling in dismay. More mayhem and machinery. The machinations in the minds of the Hypnodisc team. Malevolent. In it comes again, slamming Stealth against the arena wall. Ooh, and they know they're seconds away from oblivion. Look at that. Wonderful. All our planning in Robot Wars aimed at this. Devilish. Destruction. Damage. Demolition. Sticky back plastic. Oh dear, you'll need months of welding after. Up goes the flipper, that was the danger. No chance of Hypnodisc being flipped now. Oh dear.
Cease.
The guts of Stealth exposed. Tell you what, third place in Robot Wars, that's not bad, and they want this. Firestorm on the Hypnodisc, Hypnodisc backing away. No conservative approach here from Hypnodisc. They're going to go gung-ho for it, retreating to draw Firestorm on. Is the Firestorm flipper working? Can they get underneath Hypnodisc's 20mm ground clearance? They're driving, aren't they? They're pursuing straight into Sir Killalot's belly. Sir Killalot looks stunned. No one has ever attacked him like that before. Firestorm presses the pit release. Down it goes. This is fast and frantic and frenetic, isn't it? Firestorm under the side of Hypnodisc again. Across the arena up to 12 miles an hour. They've both gone down. Work that one out.
3, 2,
and Robot the Bruce and
1.
Tracy from tonight.
Activate.
And this for the title, the first ever UK Robot Wars champion. Aggressive style already, especially from Tracy spiking Recyclops, and that allows Robot to come in underneath. There's the extended tongue, but Recyclops can't flip Tracy over at this moment in time. Tracy comes back. There's Body Hammer in the spotlight briefly, and running away, Cunning Plan. Needs to get back into the action and be aggressive, and it is there because the judges will mark for aggression, and Tracy's up on Cunning Plan, and both of them are out, immobilised. 4 left, Body Hammer and Recyclops, and Robert the Bruce there to the left-hand side, and the dangerous Roadblock, who's persisting in this attack on Recyclops, the most dangerous attacking robot otherwise in the field, but up on its side, Recyclops. Down it comes, the tongue takes a fearful bashing. Roadblock still pressurising, and Body Hammer thrusts into Robot the Bruce. Recyclops on its side, not yet down. Robot the Bruce trying to get involved. Rex Garrard needs to get his tongue back in every sense of the word. Recyclops up the picture. There's the chain off Recyclops. And that attacking by Roadblock has paid off. Recyclops is out. They're down to 3. Body hammer. Roadblock behind it. And there's Robot the Bruce up on his side and goes as well. And that leaves 2. The Roadblock team of students from Bodmin against the team of nuclear engineers and Body hammer. Here's Roadblock closing in on the far more experienced engineering team, getting in underneath. It's over. It goes to the judges. And the arena on its feet, a standing ovation. This is an intriguing heat final. Winners go through to the series semi-final of Robot Wars, the 6th Wars. Anarchy getting the axe down. They need to flip Tornado early and buy the arena sidewall to get the 98-kilo machine out completely. Anarchy, almost twice the weight. Not as maneuverable, we know that. And can the spike spear through that heavy-duty plastic armor? They flicked Tornado. It's invertible. Won't hurt them there. It needs to be closer to the arena sidewall for a flick to be effective. Again, you see, Tornado will simply turn, run away, and come on another attack. Oh, and have they exposed themselves there? Trying to flick again, they have. Tornado with a spike right in to the very machinery of Anarchy. And as they went to flick Tornado once too often, so they left themselves exposed. What damage has been caused now? There's little Teddy, the mascot of Amy Franklin. We've seen her mascots before in Robot Wars. I think it was a bunny last time around. Hasn't brought her even a rare bit of success. Anarchy with Tornado, centre of the arena. There's the spike again! There's the attempted attack by Anarchy, and once again Tornado driving in with the spike. Amy looks concerned, and why not? Tornado, I think, are the more aggressive and destructive of the two. And that's key should it go to the judges. And is that flipper still working? It is. Down it comes. But for me, Tornado has the measure now of Anarchy. You see they're the quicker across the arena floor. They can move away from any potential attack, clear the danger, and come again on an onslaught. And I think Mike Franklin will be the first to realise that. Andrew Marchant at the controls of Tornado. They'll be hoping to go all the way here. Reach the heat final of Series 4, through to the Series semi-final. They lost to Chaos 2 there. Anarchy under pressure from Dead Metal. Oh, poor Amy. She's sort of growing up with Robot Wars, isn't she? This is the 4th time she's been with her dad in the control booth. Tornado again, a side slam. Full of respect, though. And can't push Anarchy into the pit. Can't immobilise it, so it goes to the judges. Pussycat has been with Robot Wars since the very first day. Must be my favourite here on the right. Taking on Brutus Maximus, we're seeing Twister in action with that triangular spinning blade. Brutus Maximus in the middle looks ponderous. Pussycat, quick, nippy, 14-mile-an-hour top speeds. Haven't seen a lot of rhubarb until now. And it's in trouble from Brutus Maximus. Twister gets a slam from Pussycat. Pussycat there, as we see Rhubarb in a little bit of trouble, but Pussycat has all the weight and weaponry for me, and something flew off there. Now, where did that come from? Brutus Maximus, I think. Twister again gets a slam. Don't like the weak armament on Twister. Brutus Maximus looks heavy out there at 99 kilos. It's not actually, it's the joint lightest in this heat. Something's come off again. Now, where's that come from? I think Brutus Maximus here is losing pieces, as we were told it might, as the battle is waged. It is littering the war zone arena. The house robots will not like that. They do not like cleaning up after them. Thank you very much. Pussycat in there in the middle with Twister. And Rhubarb gets that effective flipper to work. There's nuts and bolts and chains and goodness knows what out there at the moment. Look at it. Another piece comes off. Flapping away there. There's the pit release button. Depressed, smashed up. Well, it's that sort of a battle, isn't it? Down goes the pit. Rhubarb tries a little flick of Brutus Maximus. The Brute tamed, and I think will be one of the 2 to fall from this battle. 2 survive, of course. There goes Brutus once again. I think Rhubarb has looked fairly impressive, don't you? It has been at the thick of the action all the while. So too has Pussycat, just taking on Twist, you'll see. A late flurry from Brutus Maximus, overturned once again. It is invertible, will run upside down, in other words. There has got itself into a little bit of a pickle. The corner patrol zone can be attacked in there from a house robot. The ref bot is out in the middle of the arena to make sure no machine is running amok. We're seeing there the young face of the Pussycat driver, 16-year-old Stuart Barnwell. 3 wheels on their wagon and they ain't rolling along, let's be honest. They need the cavalry. Burn that bot is the cry from the crowd. Poor old Brutus Maximus. There's the axe blade of Shunt. Be interesting to see who survives from the remaining 3, though. Twister needs to do a lot here in the closing stages. The end is nigh for Brutus Maximus. Meanwhile, the ref bot begins its count of doom. It will go any second now. Pussycat has a grip on Twister, and we're into the final few seconds of this bout.
Cease.
It'll go to the judges to decide who goes through. We know, of course, Brutus has gone. Both these machines reaching a heat final for the 2nd series running. Let's see if the Exterminator flipper is working. Bam! Off the middle, he turns him up and over. Well, it is working, the flipper, because it's acted almost as a streamer. With, of course, the help from the side spikes as well, but the initial plunge and attack was taken by Behemoth with a pneumatic scoop. Behemoth is the bigger of the 2 robots, slightly the heavier and certainly the more aggressive. And I think Anthony and Michael show great control at really steering Behemoth around the arena floor. Exterminator rocks and rolls. Marlon Pritchard at the controls, now on the attack. But Behemoth, sturdy, heavy, too strong. They try and flick Behemoth up and over, getting in there on the side of the scoop, pushing it into the CPZ. Shunt can come out on the attack, using its own scoop. Behemoth, head-to-head there with Exterminator. Slam and bam, 160 kilos met there in the 2 robots with a frontal attack. There they try and use that little flicker to push Behemoth up and over, trying to tag it there on the side spike of Behemoth Exterminator. Behemoth started the strong. Exterminator has come back very well, and I would guess is now on top in this heat final. Trying to use the side spikes to add an extra flick to Behemoth. Riding the attack of Exterminator, now gets away. Will have to dodge the arena floor flipper. Dangerously near that flipper there, Behemoth. They size each other up. Back away. Exterminator nudging forward towards Behemoth. Out comes Dead Metal trying to grasp Behemoth. Very much now Exterminator on top and on the attack. Trying to get in underneath Behemoth again. A ground clearance of 25 millimeters on Behemoth. Only 15 millimeters on X-Terminator. That's the X-Terminator team. Can Behemoth come back in? I think at the moment they're struggling, the number 6 seeds. From here, it's X-Terminator on top, seeded 22. Will the Behemoth boys suffer disappointment in another heat final? The arena floor spiked them last time around. Behemoth again, looking as if they're in trouble here. X-Terminator trying to flip them over one last time. It'll go to the judges. Well, I think X-Terminator, Marlon, Paul and Simon have it. And the Pritchard boys and Kane Aston will be disappointed, but it's up to those judges, of course. Tiberius 3 making the initial move, and Vader up into the air. Came crashing down. There's the vertical spinning disc. Shell shot, looks pretty. Up once again goes Vader. A little bit lightweight perhaps. Trying to get the spinning disc into play. M2 with the flipper. This already an intriguing Robot Wars tactical battle between flippers and spinners and crushing beats. And Shell shot turned onto its side. Can it self-right from there? I don't think it can. M2 with a little lift of the flipper. Now what's happened to Vader? Has Vader been immobilized? Don't forget, Robot Wars fans, if the judges says been immobilized too long, it's out, and that certainly is how Shellshot gone. The first machine in Robot Wars the 7th Wars out of the arena, and Shellshot, and they've gone to Vader, and the flipper rules supreme. M2 and Tiberius 3 go through, and Simon Latham and Vader, they won't be getting the 20 grand top prize, will they?
Three, two, one, activate.
Final. It's turning away, and that has allowed Typhoon 2 to get up to its full spinning. Goodness me, look at that! Earlier on it wasn't spinning as fiercely as this. Typhoon 2 is really getting up ahead of steam here. Oh! Iron Ore bashed away, crashed away, still moving. Electronics still activated. 2 800-watt motors on board Iron Ore. Typhoon 2 slams and spins away. It's moving in a blur. Up to 18 miles an hour across the arena floor. Ah! Iron Ore, dizzy. What can they do here? Robert Grimm driving, helped to design the machine. The flipper's not going to work. The flipper buckled. Look at that. That flipper's not going to work again. Iron Ore really up against it. Typhoon 2 gives chase. The pit releases. Just smashed. I'm frightened. And I'm up in the commentary booth. The pit release somehow activated. Iron Ore, look at that. Buckled wide open. Typhoon 2 thankfully slowing. So quickly it takes it to get up to a full head of steam again, shall we? I'm impressed, very impressed. He's worried, very worried. And you would be, wouldn't you? Yeah, already spinning. You can't see the words, Typhoon 2, they're lost in a blur. Iron Ore, get down that pit. Save yourself. Typhoon 2 comes in again. And in this Robot Wars dogfight, Iron Ore, you have bandits at, where are they? 4 or 5 o'clock high. There's Sergeant Graham Horn, 17 years of age, looking on, as Iron Ore has slowed to a halt. And Typhoon 2 are not coming in for the kill here. This is interesting. They know they've done their job. They're conserving energy. They are being sporting about it all and leaving the ref bot to do the maths. That was massively impressive. watch out for Typhoon 2 in the series semi-finals, because they are through. Awesome it was, but not from Iron Ore. Sir Killalot tinkers. We have a tailor-made pit. Iron Ore, a Robot Wars soldier. It is not a sailor that goes through. The Edinburgh Air Cadets are in the series semi-final. And they were cooking on gas.
Cease.
Iron Ore withstood. We live in a strange Robot Wars world. After all, Iron Ore and Bigger Brother dancing rather. Iron Ore's axe will cause no damage like that. Bigger Brother's flipper will. Iron Ore over self-rising Ore. Great start. Close up to the ref cam. Ref, get out of there, ref. But brilliant stuff. Iron Ore up on its side. Bigger Brother chasing. Terrific battle. That's what Robot Wars is all about. Stack 'em and pack 'em, rack 'em and flip 'em, and Bigger Brother are out. The seeds have gone. Oh no! Ellie's almost in tears!
Cease.
Off we go. This for a place in the heat final. X-terminator slow to get off and underway. Killer Carrots, flipper wedged on. Sir Killalot looks closely. X-terminator doing all the pushing and pressing. 98 kilos, slightly the lighter of the two, would you believe? The slower of the two. Killer Carrot 2 moving away. X-terminator in peril from Sir Killalot and is sluggish here at the start of this second round battle until that moment when the blade simply ripped into Killer Carrot, maybe missing a couple of defensive plates according to Rob, and suffering as a consequence. The power there of X-terminator's spinning disc. You remember from previous wars, it had a huge axe, but it was not as effective as that spinning disc. And again on the onslaught, the whole fight has changed. In the past, it has taken very good machines to stop X-terminator, like Firestorm 4 and Wild Thing and Panic Attack and Pussycat way back in the history of Robot Wars. But this to me is a much better machine as it rips into Killer Carrot 2 once again. Looks big and bulky and strong, and you can clearly see it has immense destructive power. Killer Carrot 2 is finished here. X-terminator causing more damage, slicing through. We said right at the start of the program that Killer Carrot 2 had vulnerable wheels, pitiful armament. Oh dear. Sliced and diced Carrot. Oh, but moving helped a little bit along the way. And the Engelbright boys still have a little bit of hope, perhaps. Oh, look at the glare in the eyes. X-terminator poised, looking, seeking the prey, chasing. Killer Carrot trying to get in behind Sir Killalot. Maybe not the best move. Pressing. Are they going to press the pit release? They are. Are they yet confident then they can push X-terminator down into that pit? Maybe it's the only tactic left to them. Doesn't matter, they're out. The final blow. Significant. Killer Carrot 2 lifted up in the air. Look at this. X-terminator coming in. Bash from the blade. And out they went.